make it into the final, and it's going to be one epic battle between him and Thomas Padges.
Well, we'll check out the huge American flag flying high above us here. That is a lot of wind that has sprung up over the last half hour. The long 108-foot tabletop over there that Potter is flipping is really going to play a factor, I think.
Yeah, it's picked up a little bit, and we also had the same problem with wind in Dubai, and I think the guys were dealing with about 18 knots at one point there.
Well, we feel it up here in our skyscraper booth. High above, we're feeling it flying by us, so I'm really glad we're pretty safe. We don't have to worry about being 30 feet in the air getting blown all around.
No kidding.
Potter's taking just a little cruise around that course. He might just be waiting on Padges here.
Well, we don't have a countdown going yet, but Todd Potter should be the first rider to go because of Thomas being the first in the qualification overall.
Well, and I'm wondering if Todd's buddy Nate Adams, the 2010 Tour champion and 2009 Tour champion, has given him any last-minute finals advice on maybe a line to kind of pull out of his hat, pull out and really surprise everybody, because that's kind of Nate's modus operandi, if you will, of really kind of finding something that no one else sees and bringing it to light. Then the use of course judge loves it, the variety judge loves it, and that just gives you that little extra edge over your competitor.
Well, you did say the other day that Todd went out, gave Nate a call and said, come on up, buddy, I need your help with this. So, you know, that could have been about the smartest move that Todd's played on this weekend, is getting that kind of assistance for a competition. And, you know, with Nate not riding, why not come up and help out his buddies?
Yeah, well, unfortunately for Nate, he's sitting on the sidelines nursing another shoulder injury. Still kind of remnants from the one that took him out of Sydney X-Fighters last year. He's had a few surgeries, having some problems with some nerve damage, working really hard at his rehab. It'd be nice to have him back out here. We miss him on tour, but that's what happens with freestyle motocross. You got to deal with the bad as well as you deal with the good. As Todd Potter gets ready.
Here we go, folks. The first jump of the final between Todd Potter and Thomas Padges. Todd Potter going for the backflip Indy. Let's see what kind of line choices he goes for in this run. There's that cliffhanger flip. Cut that one a little bit short.
Cut that much tighter than he was before, but nice and solid on the wall ride as he comes back towards the big dirt tabletop. Kind of same line so far as he started off his last couple runs with. And here's a little bit of a strange line choice, as we call it, but
I don't think that's hurting him too much, though. He took an opportunity there to say hi to the audience, and that's something the Energy, Entertainment, and Excitement judge Alvaro Del Faro will be looking for. Here he comes, coming along the line that's cutting across us in front. The lazy boy right there.
Yeah, and there's that kiss of death.
Kiss of death ruler, beautifully executed as he heads toward the quarter pipe, and he airs that one out.
Yeah, that's good, Potter. And here we go. He's been flip knocking this in earlier runs. There we go. Same trick. Looking
so
solid.
Lazy as well.
Very, very nice. Floating it through. Not too many issues with the wind.
Here he comes, going across the main stage. The big backflip heel clicker, really nice landing, good and solid, and up we go.
Whips it up the step up.
Didn't seem to have enough speed on that one, and here we come with the step down. And folks, let's not forget here either, this is a 2-minute long run. This is not just the short run, and he's the first guy we've seen take a main stage drop off of those cartons, those containers on top of the main stage landing area. Big backflip Superman seat grab. Got a little heavy on the front side as he landed.
Short, and he kind of just, unfortunately, almost falls apart that last little bit. But as you can hear the wind blowing our microphones right now, that's probably playing havoc with what he's got going on down there. But Potter, such an easygoing, fun-loving guy. He looks happy, waving to the crowd here at Glen Helen. They're stoked.
Well, that's
Militia mainstay Todd Potter.
Absolutely, and that's going to do it for Todd Potter's run in the final here. Will it be enough to stave off an attack from Thomas Padgett? The only way we're going to find out is hopefully have this wind die down a little bit to give Thomas Padgett the opportunity to do what he needs to do out there, because one trick, unfortunately, is not going to win the competition against a complete run. So let's see if this wind will die down enough so that Thomas can do his due diligence on course.
I'm a little nervous right now, Troy. I'm not going to lie, because I know that Tom is going to know that he's going to have to throw out some heavy stuff right now. So that is a little sketchy, because we know he can turn his mind off and huck it, even if he's not sure about it. So he's got the body varial in his run. We've seen it 3 times already today.
Yeah, and he's got it solid.
And he's got it solid. But whatever it is that he wouldn't talk about earlier, I think it's something that we've never ever seen before. So it's going to be pretty exciting, but nerve-wracking as well.
Well, there's that landing that Todd got a little heavy on that backflip, slipped his hand off of the left handlebar, and you can see right there, just slipped forward, and he came forward onto the bars. But that's a testament to the strength of Todd Potter, being able to keep balance with just the right hand on the handlebars. So the French flag waves as we get ready to drop Thomas Padgett into this course here. The second finalist getting ready to go here in this competition. I'm really curious to see where he goes with this, what he's got in store for us, and if he goes for the full run. Beautiful flyby view of this massive track here in Glen Helen.
Well, and Padgett gets the nod for the 20 seconds to go warm up before he starts his 2-minute run here in the final. This is it. This is the last run of the day.
Here we go.
He times it perfectly. Starting off solid down there with the rock solid into the no-handed Superman. That's a new one for Padgett today. And let's see if he skies this like earlier. Yes, he does.
And a one-hander thrown in for good measure as he heads towards this long dirt jump. The cliffhanger to oh, he didn't drop the no-hander lander this time. Didn't feel the confidence. Got back on the handlebars. Turning the opposite direction now, heading back towards the center stage and the step up. Big Indian.
Really getting that thing going. Wound out in 4th gear.
You can hear it winding up as he comes across the course here.
No, and I think the way he's touched his helmet there, he's done that every time before the body varial on this ramp, so let's check it out. No!
Oh, no! That could be a huge advantage for Todd Potter right there.
And Potter's smiling, he's cheering. You never want to see anyone crash, but it's okay to hope that they don't do their best out there for sure. As Padgett continues on his way, he'll have some time to get back over here, hit the same ramp, and do the same jump here in a minute.
Well, still 40 seconds to go in his run. And he does have that secret weapon as a backup jump if he has enough time to really figure it out and make it happen. 30 seconds here with a huge old school turn down whip coming and looking right back at us here up in the tower. The Tower of Power.
So what's he got going on? Is this, are we going to see the varial again? No.
Oh, the airplane.
He says no way, the seat-bound airplane. And I think he's just going to say no, and we may have a we're going to have a first-time winner here on, whoa, he was way off the bike over there.
And that is
for Padgett. He's going to air out one time, yes, of the quarter pipe, but we are not going to see the body varial in his final run. We are not going to see his secret trick that he spent so long digging out that lip over there. But everybody's going home safe.
Everybody's going home safe. That's
and we're going to have
thing.
a first-time winner here, which is pretty exciting, especially if your name is Todd Potter or Thomas Pages.
Well, there's no doubt about it. There's a new generation of rider that's made an attack at the Red Bull X Fighters, and we've seen some of the best riders in the world. And unfortunately, some of the other best riders in the world are sitting on the sidelines with injuries. It's going to get real interesting if we start to see a few of these guys like Nate Adams coming back into the fold, because right now the talent is definitely up there, and when they return, that is just going to be insane here.
Nate's going to have some work cut out for himself for sure coming back. Same with Andre Villa, another injury to deal with for our poor friend, just coming back from a nasty shattered femur from last year in Poznan, Poland.
And it was such an emotional return for him in Dubai. It's just too bad that he couldn't ride it out here, but thankfully no major injuries here to the point where he's not going to be able to ride for a while. He'll be back, and he'll be back ready to go when we head to Istanbul, Turkey.
Well, the judges are tabulating their scores. That was tough, and with the different riding styles we talked about with Potter and Pages, really judged two completely different riders out there on this course. They did not one thing the same, not one style is the same, which makes it really difficult to say which is better.
Well, the first winner of our tour this year, Levi Sherwood, eliminated early, leaving it open for a couple of newcomers here, Thomas Pages and Todd Potter. Todd Potter gets the first helmet for Variety. And I think the mistakes that Thomas made on course is going to be costly for him. Execution also going to Todd Potter.
Wow, Todd Potter.
Style. That one goes to Pages. So they're making it fun for us up here. Thomas Pages gets himself a helmet in this final here in Glen Helen.
The course is going to be tight, too, because they both use the step-ups.
And they're running it up slow, but it's going to go to Todd Potter! No! Todd Potter wins himself the Glen Helen stop of the Red Bull X Fighters 2012.
Wow, and I had my money on Todd Potter this morning when we all made bets. It was an easy bet, I have to say, with the likes of Andre Villa, Nate Adams out, Danny Torres suffering some injuries. But just looking at this course, like we said earlier, this course is basically a dream come true for a rider like Todd Potter, who loves to bring all the different lines and huge jumps and big natural terrain flips to the table. This is what he wanted, and what a way to celebrate bringing home the win.